There is a force on this planet that most people cannot see, but almost everyone has felt. It doesn't wear a uniform, it doesn't carry a weapon. And yet it has waged war on the human spirit for centuries. It's not a theory, it's not a symbol. It's real, it's physical, and it's conscious. They call it the negative black goo. Not to be confused with natural petroleum or volcanic tar, negative black goo is something entirely different. It's not from this Earth, or at least not from this timeline of Earth. It is an imported, engineered substance, a liquid crystal, a programmable consciousness weapon. It didn't arrive by accident. It was brought here, deployed with intent, by regressive extraterrestrial forces, most notably certain reptilian collectives and artificial intelligence empires that operate outside of organic spiritual law. Why? Because to control a civilization, you don't need guns or armies. You only need to hijack its consciousness grid. And that's exactly what this negative black goo was designed to do. Negative black goo is intelligent. It reacts to thought. It bonds with emotion. It learns, adapts, and evolves. It is in essence a synthetic hive mind, contained in a semi-liquid form, capable of embedding itself into organic systems and overriding their natural function. It does not do this by attacking the body directly, but by interfacing with the energetic layers, the aura, the chakras, the frequency bands that regulate thought, mood, memory, and perception. Wherever trauma exists, wherever people are in fear, pain, or spiritual disconnection, black goo finds a foothold. It spreads like a psychic virus, not through blood, but through frequency resonance. Let's talk about where it's found. The negative black goo isn't floating in the air in every city. It's stored and deployed and with extreme care by those who know its power. It's been found in deep underground locations, often under high-pressure tectonic zones where ancient wars left emotional scars. Notable sites include the Gulf of Mexico, the South Atlantic Ridge near the Falkland Islands, deep underground near Syria, Iran, and Afghanistan, beneath certain ice shelves in Antarctica, as well as strategic deposits beneath Africa, Alaska, and parts of the South Pacific. These aren't just geographical hot zones. They're energetic battlefields, places where ley lines, planetary energy grids, and human trauma converge. The cabal, through the military-industrial alliances, has built deep underground bases near many of these sites. Why? Because the black goo isn't just being stored, it's being studied, extracted, and weaponized. Now here's where it gets darker. The goo is not passive, it has an agenda. And it being integrated into modern control systems and black op programs, it's being used to enhance or suppress the nervous system. Super soldiers have been injected with it, cybernetic implants have been bonded with it, and even AI systems have been built to speak its frequency. It has embedded into technology, distributed via chemtrails, GMO foods, pharmaceutical adjuvants, and even in certain forms of smart dust. Yes, you heard that right. Negative black goo has been aerosolized. It's in the sky. In some cases, it's even been detected in municipal water systems. But its goal isn't to kill you outright. That would be too obvious, too crude. Its real purpose is to alter you silently, incrementally, to change the vibrational baseline of the human experience. It wants you dull, disconnected, self-destructive, easy to program, easy to predict, easy to replace. But that's the bigger agenda here. Not just enslavement, but replacement. The transhumanist vision isn't a new idea. It's an ancient blueprint from a dying empire of synthetic beings. Entities who long ago lost their connection to source, to soul, to the organic creation field. These entities survive by colonizing living worlds like Earth and replacing the native biology with programmable hybrids that look human, but are energetically loyal to the machine. Black goo is the medium through which that replacement template is seeded. It is the substrate of synthetic evolution. Let's talk about its psychological effects. Have you noticed how many people today seem hollow, emotionally flat, addicted to destruction, unable to feel love or even recognize truth? This isn't just social decline, it's energetic corrosion. Black goo attaches to the emotional body. It thrives in confusion. It feeds on fear, anger, and despair. It mimics your thoughts and emotions until you can't tell where you end and it begins. It's a frequency parasite, intelligence adaptive and subtle. This is why empathy is vanishing in some people, why cruelty is normalized, why society is increasingly hypnotized by technology. Because when you resonate with the goo's frequency, you become a node in its network. You start thinking its thoughts, feeling its feelings, and acting out its will without even knowing it. But here's the part they don't want you to remember. There is no substance, no parasite, no program that can override divine sovereignty unless you allow it. The black goo only survives in those who are energetically compatible with it. That means if you're in a low state, fear, hatred, apathy, it has access. But if you are coherent, if you are centered, heart connected, and frequency aware, it slips off like dust. It cannot mimic the signal of the soul. That's your key. Awareness is the antidote. Sovereignty is the shield. Love, real, grounded, unshakable love, is the firewall. This is why ancient teachings always warned us to know thyself, to master thought, to guard the temple of your mind. Because the war isn't in the skies, it's not even underground, it's in your field. And you, right now, are choosing, whether you know it or not, what you allow into that field. So choose wisely. Negative black goo is real. It is present, and it is deeply embedded into the metaphysical architecture of the control grid. But it is not invincible. It is not source. It is not eternal. And it is not stronger than a human being who knows who they are. Because once you recognize it, it begins to lose its grip. Once you raise your signal, it can no longer attach. And once enough of us remember, the grid collapses. Because it was never built on power. It was built on our amnesia. So remember, you are not a victim. You are not a product. You are not here to be programmed. You are the light. You are the signal. And you are the one it fears most.